Welcome back and welcome to a shed update October. And we're going to start with a problem I've got. Right, so my problem, I got a knock on the door the other day from the council saying that I was running a scrapyard from my back garden. Yeah, don't get on the keyboard yet and start bloody typing in the comments. We all know it, we all expected it. You know, I've no problem with it. But I'll explain what it is in a minute. Right, well, what's happening is my neighbours are trying to sell their house, which is fair enough. And obviously I've got a mess in my garden. Now they can't see this bit from their house. But when you look over from the upstairs window, they can see the bottom of the garden. And they can see the hedge, what is overgrown, what is their hedge, not my hedge, their hedge, what is overgrown, because they wouldn't let us cut it. So they've got, obviously they're trying to sell it for mega money, which is fair enough, we all would do. And because people go, look at the state of the garden, but they're not considering that half of the mess as well is the hedge, which doesn't look good from their side. But I understand the mess, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with it. But it has given me some other problems. I'll explain that in a second. So what's been happening, I've been coming back, bringing my washing machines back, stuff, stripping them here, taking them, putting them in the van, getting back some value out of them as much as I can. I can't do that no more. This is my problem, not the problem with the mess. The mess is, that's my fault, completely blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to go down that road. My problem is, what do I do now to strip them? I can't really strip them at the scrapyard I go to. There's not enough room. And things happening there as well. They're changing things there. So it just makes it awkward to get the maximum value out of it. I've got to clear this. Like I say, I'll clear this up. It's not a problem. We'll worry about that another day. Like I say, if you're going to put in the comments, oh, look at it, look at the state of it, fucking all that shit, then you are wasting your time. So don't bother. Hate blocking people for no reason. But yeah, that's like the main problem. So I'm going to always lose a bit of time because obviously I can't go out getting scrap because I've got to do time in here. So it will affect the videos, obviously, because they're all going to be weighing videos. Well, I suppose to me they're okay. But anyway, that's just the start, and then we'll just carry on with an update, let you know what's happening. Right, so that bit of film was filmed about 2 weeks ago, and it's quite funny because I've just played it back to see what I put, and that looks the same, but it hasn't. I've literally cleared all that up. I had it in a wheelbarrow, and I tipped it out to take all the household out of it, and that's what I've done. That's what I'm actually doing now, sorting this wire out. But it's funny, but that's all been cleared, sort of cleared, you know what I mean? And there's different things appeared, like the radiator and stuff. So that was about 2 weeks ago, and the situation is all calmed down, and everybody's a lot happier. So I'm going to carry on and explain what I'm doing. It's sort of sorted itself out. It took me a couple of weeks just to get my head around it, really, to be honest with you, and sort out what I'm going to do for my scrap and all the rest of it. And we've not had the weather. It's been peeing down the rain literally since that video. So this is the first day. Look, we've actually got clear skies. So we'll have a bit of a catch up, and like I say, it's not doom and gloom, and I'll explain what I'm going to do. Right, so out of this little bit behind the tank, I've had I think 3 loads out of it. I've had a light iron load, what you would have seen. I had a Arnie Alley load, and what is the next video, and a mixed load, what will be the video after that. So there's been a couple of videos sort of made. Obviously it's just timing, so we'll see them next. And I've started filling it up again because what I'm doing is I'm taking the stuff from down the bottom, of the garden, bringing it up here, stacking it up. Because it's been so wet, it just makes more sense to use the hard standing, doesn't it, than walking through the wet grass all the time. So even though that probably don't look much different on the video to the last bit of time I showed down there, but you'll be amazed what's come out of it. Absolutely amazed. So everything's coming up the top. It's easy for me to clear it then. It's Saturday today. I can't load the van today because it's the first race at Braintree tomorrow for the Winter Series BMX. And Louis has been given the okay from the hospital on Friday. And he hasn't even been on the bike yet, but he couldn't race tomorrow. We're not sure if he's going to or not because he's not been very well. So I don't want to load the van just in case he's going to race. Plus, I'm going to take the van to the track, so I don't want to drive around with a full van load of scrap. Now, this in the garden hasn't really been touched since I filmed it last time. We're going to put the bay in here. Still going to put that bay in here. That's not going to change. I'm still going to put that in here. Mainly because I want a bit hard standing regardless. And that's going to happen regardless if I put scrap in here or not. So about the wind noise, I know you're going to be picking it up. It's quite windy today again. But yeah, so I've got this stainless to sort out and a couple of bits. But that's it. The wood what was piled up here, what Hoya brought out from a couple of cupboards she'd knocked down in the hobby, in her hobby room, I should say. She's just took them to the tip. That's where she is now, at the tip. But yeah, so all this is getting cleared. It's just, like I say, it's been so wet and crappy that I ain't been able to get down here well, it's pointless. It's pointless getting wet for. I've got a certain amount of time to do it in. I've got another 10 days, so that's what I'll be doing for the next 10 days, I guess. When I spoke to the lady about the bikes, obviously they said about the bikes being here, I said that it looks messy, and she ain't got a problem with us putting the bikes where we had the pile of scrap over behind the tank. She hasn't got a problem with that. Obviously we've got racks and stands and stuff, so yeah, so the bikes are just going to be moved. Any bike, we're going to go through the bikes, but like I say, Louis had his hand problem, and now he's not well, so he hasn't been well this week, so yeah, so the bikes are not so much of a problem. It's mainly like this bit down here now. The armoured cable, I'm going to cut that into little lengths and just chuck it in the back of the garage for now. And then obviously I'll pull bits out what I've got to chuck. It's funny, isn't it? Every time I film, I'm sitting for 2 weeks, next door will come out again. So it's weird. It's like they know I'm filming. Haven't been down this in the garage for about a week, apart from just now when I started putting some cable in the bin. But I had a look at this last week, and there isn't as much on that bench as I thought, so that's good. So I'm going to clear that off, clear that space, get some bins in here, so when I sort stuff, they can go straight in here, in the bins. Like I said before, you know, nothing's really altered on that plan. I just need to get rid of this crap. But I'm clearing outside, and I'll explain to you what I've been doing with my scrap as well, because and what I'm going to do with my scrap, because it's obviously changed a lot of things, and yeah, just going to do it different. So on this bit, once I clear this up, what I'll be doing this week, I'm going to put some pallets across here just to hide a bit. Obviously, we're going to cut the grass and that this afternoon. I'll get enough cleared whenever this week, but I'm going to still put my pallets across there, because like I say, whatever happens, I'm still doing what I said down this end. It's really overgrown on the camera, doesn't it? The camera is a bit of a bastard really, because it shows, makes everything look 100 times worse than what it is. But when you want to show a pile of scrap, it don't show nothing, you know, it looks like nothing. It definitely shows the weeds and the mess. But I've just gone round this again since I last done a little bit of filming in the workshop. Moved a few things about, not that you'll notice. And I can see just how much is here. And hopefully it's not as bad as, well, I don't think it's as bad as it looks. The top end needs quite a bit. There's probably another 5 loads, depending on how I weigh it in, or what depending on what I weigh it in as, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm doing a lot more mixed, going to do a lot of mixed loads, so therefore I can get a lot of different stuff in. It's quicker, and obviously more weight on the van. So yeah. Anyway, we'll have a proper catch up in a second. Right. So just after that bit of film, I ended up stripping some copper wire. I don't strip wire a lot, a lot of wire, but I started on that, and I just forgot to carry on filming, to be honest with you. So the situation is now at the moment. Video wise, you've got an Arnie Alley video already lined up, and a mixed iron video. I've literally just come back 2 minutes ago from another mixed iron load. Yeah, I've just come back from that. Literally just pulled out. It's pissing down the rain now. But yeah, I've cleared quite a bit. I think as I clear it, it looks worse. I've said this before, but I think that makes it look more spread out as you clear it. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Since I did that bit of film, we've had one day what was dry, which was yesterday, and that's when I was loading up the van for this mixed load. So I haven't really hacked in them nettles down at the back yet, but I've got a few days to go yet. So we'll get that done. Like I say, this bloody weather, it wasn't supposed to rain today. And I've just looked on the weather now. Now it's saying it's going to rain all day. But yeah, so I've got a few more loads coming. I've got another, like I said, I've got another, at least another mixed load, maybe two. So there's plenty of videos coming out. It's just been this little gap because things have been going on, you know, like I said before. If I can, this month, before I do the next update, I'm going to get that shed cleared. I've had a word with Robin at the scrapyard today about some other bits I've got here, and just where to put them, really. You know, what would you class them? You know, find out what they class them, because I think when I was going to Boreham, I'm not going to say too much, but I think what was happening there is they would tell me, oh yeah, you can take this in this, that, and now when you get there, they've changed their mind, you know. So I've just confirmed today with a few bits and pieces, mainly on the Arnie Alley side of things. Well, I got told, oh yeah, you can weigh these in as that, and then when you get there, like I say, they've changed their mind. But over at Crescent, they're going to accept that, all that stuff. So that's good. So it means I'm getting rid of even more than what I'd planned. But yeah, like I say, ain't much of an update, I know, but it's just lots of things going on at once. I'm still going to do that bay at the bottom, regardless to what I get told. Obviously, I've got to be a bit careful. Like I say, it's only because they want to sell the house. And yeah, it's once somebody drops you in, it drops you in with them. You know, they're on your back all the time, aren't they? So I mean, I have had it before. So when I used to do banger racing, they used to moan about the cars, you know. And anybody that's banger racing has probably had people on the back for mess and that. Even though, you know, it's nothing, but it's just, people don't like it. You know, people like their nice cut grass and all the rest of it. What, it's doing nothing. And, you know, does it hurt for somebody else to? I don't know. I don't know if it's because people don't like it or they're jealous. You know, you should get out and get off your ass and do something. I don't know. But anyway, whatever it is, it's done. So, like I say, only a small update. I'm running out of memory because I've got so many videos on my phone. So I'm going to make this short and sweet and all the rest of it. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. And I shall see you next time. Bye.